opinion, why is IPOB and MASSOB agitating separately despite working towards the same goal? The ongoing agitation in the southeast by Nnamdi Kanu in a bid to actualize the Biafran nation has been in existence for quite some time now, despite the government being against the activities of these IPOB members. Amid the agitation which has spread throughout the country like a wildfire, thereby giving rise to the ongoing Oduduwa agitations, we all are aware of the fact that these very Biafra groups seem to be divided into two mainly the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, headed by Nnamdi Kanu, and the movement for actualization of sovereign state of Biafra, headed by Rav Uwazuruke. Consequently, everyone is aware that these two groups are fighting towards achieving the same goal, which is the actualization of their nation of Biafra, but yet they have decided to pursue their aims separately. We all are aware that there has never been a report about the leaders of these two groups meeting and discussing issues regarding the struggle, which its roots core was centered in the East, as both of them didn't seem to be close allies. However, this is not meant to delude you into believing that the write-up is meant to show support for any agitating group, because it is not. As the government of the nation is strictly against their activities. However, following through the submission, I believe you might have donated where I am heading to. You might have denoted where I am heading to, and here is where my question comes in. Why is IPOB not in alliances with MASSOB, since they are both fighting for the same cause? The reason why this issue it seems to be separate is that MASSOB, they are fighting anyway, but their fighting is separate, and it does not hit the nail on the head. Their fighting does not hit the target. Their fighting does not come in a straight way. In other words, they are approaching this issue with laxity, lest the government of the country prosecute them. Yes, they are fighting. It's not straight way. They are beating around the bush. They are wove in sheep clothing. Why IPOB, on the other hand, is the organization or the leader that is hitting the nail on the head. This is what we want. Now, if I may ask question, the members of MASSOB, how many of their houses has federal government ever sent army or police to raid them? Because they are taking things careful, and they are very laxity about what they do, so that the government will not prosecute them. But because IPOB leaders is hitting the nail on the head, that is why you see the government searching his house. They were almost terminating his life that time before he escaped, which led to the death of many Igbos in his very compound. And up till now, the federal government of Nigeria is still pursuing him. And now we are hearing that they have already planned to arrest him in overseas, that he is on the run. You see, this is somebody who come openly to say this is what we want. So the federal government of Nigeria, including the British, must give our want. Let me put it that way. This is the person So the reason why it seems that these people are not in the same line, it's like they are operating in a parallel line so that they never meet. And I want to say that if this independence to which they are agitating for will get to anybody, it will be IPOB, because he has taken this issue globally and everybody know. It's not situated in this country alone. Globally, they know that Biafran nation, they are there and they are struggling to get their independence. But how many people know MASSOB? MASSOB is only limited in Nigeria. And if you ask so many Nigerians now that what is MASSOB, not many people know it. But if you say IPOB or ESN, I tell you, somebody will quickly give you the answer, because these are the real people that are agitating for Igbo's emancipation. So in these terms, you can see that they can never be the same, because their operation is not the same. And this is to show that the Igbos are divided. And the Bible told us that any house that is divided against itself cannot stand. They will definitely fall. And another group that is there again is Ebube Agu, which were just organized by the Southeast governors. But we have not heard the operation of this organization since they were formed. So what are we talking about? Yes, a fight, a struggle like this is always like people are always divided. Some persons will support you, while some will not support you. But the end will justify the means. So do not be surprised that these people does not have. I mean, they have a common goal, but the way they are operating is different. Now, if you look at MASSOB, the way they are operating, will you ever think that what they are looking for will ever enter their hand? Never. Because they have not come to the straight line. Their approach to this issue is very weak. In fact, whether they are biased, whether they are playing, we don't know. Because they don't want to come openly so that the government of Nigeria will not prosecute them. Look at how many of their leaders has ever killed? How many of them have ever jailed? Do you know how many members of the IPOB that has been jailed? Do you know how many members that has been killed? Because they told the federal government and at large that this is what we want. You must give it to us. So that is why the operation of these two groups, they are never the same. That is why you see that they are separate in a cause. And I do not think they are fighting for the common cause. And they are not fighting for the same cause. That is it.